My name is Natalia, and I'm an HNF board member. I'm terrified of public speech. I'm terrified of flying, and I come from Poland. So it took me 12 hours on the plane, one change, but I really wanted to do this for my daughter, for my family, and for all of you. When she was little, she was always on the move. She couldn't sit still, running, jumping, climbing, completely fearless. We used to joke that she would never end up working behind the desk. Even then, she was already chasing her first dream, working as a child model. She always said she would be world famous one day. I remember this day so clearly. A warm July morning, she was 6. "Mommy, I can't get my foot into the roller skate. My toe is folding under." "Don't be silly," I said. "Hurry up, we are all waiting." We were just about to go roller skate as a family. "But I really can't. I can't move my toe." We had no idea back then that this would be the last day of our old life. And the first of a completely new one. A life we have come to call Matilda, 1 in a million. What followed was a journey through endless doctors' offices, one test after the other, blood work, ultrasounds, MRI, nerve studies, and everything came back normal. I was told more than once that I was overacting, that I was imagining things, that maybe I should look for help, to see a psychologist, because there is nothing wrong with this child. But I didn't buy it. Something deep down told me to keep digging. At night, I read medical papers from all around the world. I made a list of conditions with similar symptoms, crossed them off, narrowed them down, and a few months later, I was almost certain, CMT. Then the pandemic hit. Getting to a specialist or booking a test, it became nearly impossible. But one day I picked up a phone and I called a top genetics at the medical university at Warsaw. After a long conversation, he asked me, "So what's your medical background?" "Mother," I replied. That was enough. He agreed straight away. And he said, "Find someone to take blood samples. We will take care of the rest as fast as we can." And he kept his promise. 12th of July, 2020. The day Poland found out who would be the president for the next 5 years. And the day we found out what was happening to our daughter. A 1 in a million diagnosis. The timing helped in a strange way. To this day, my daughters still think that my tears and my heartbreak were over the elections result. But in truth, my world, our world, fell apart. Everything shattered. Nothing made sense anymore. I didn't make sense. I fell into depression and I had to get help. Once I was back on my feet, I started searching again. And this time for information about GDAP1 mutation. And that's how I found the Hereditary Neuropathy Foundation and Estela Lugo. I wrote to her, and even though it was the middle of the night, a few days later we had a long, heartfelt conversation. And Estela gave me what I needed the most at the time, a strength and hope. And she believed in me completely. She trusted me with my story, with my mission, and I trusted her back. It was in that moment that I knew we had to act. And then when the fundraiser began. Soon after, HNF invited me to join their board, a gesture that meant more than words. It wasn't just symbolic. It meant they saw the same thing I did, a real chance to change a future. We started as a family organizing events, fairs, collections, community days, Someone baked bread, someone made cakes, someone else ran Zumba class. The fire brigade came, the army. There were balloons, raffles, auctions. Thousands of people turned up. TV crews arrived. The first lady donated a necklace. Marcin Gortat, a famous basketballer, donated a signed basketball. Footballers gave signed shirts and caps so we could put them up on the auctions. We collected bottle tops, recycled paper, sold anything and everything we could. To date, we have raised 1.5 million zloty, which is around $307,000. And I believed in this so strongly and so deeply that I made a decision to personally contribute $50,000 to help fund the development of the rat model with the GDAP1 mutation. Because I knew the sooner we had the right model, the sooner we could move forward. And when you believe something is possible, truly impossible, you do whatever it takes to make it happen. And me? I've given this everything. My time, my career, my dreams. Because now I have only one dream. We have only one dream. A cure for our daughter. We have a real chance to change lives, to save not just her, but hundreds, maybe thousands of others. And to be part of something historic. And one day tell our grandchildren how the impossible became possible. Because dreams don't just come true. We make them come true. But we don't have a time. This is a race for life. On our own, we can go quickly, but together we can go far. We need the world to care. Does it take an effort? Yes. Sacrifice? Absolutely. Money? Of course. But is it worth it? That's a question I won't answer for you. That's for you to decide.